Okay, cool. Football Fanatics TV, we're back at it again. It's been a tense weekend of Premier League football.
You can say that again.
Chelsea, the defeat, Liverpool, your team, in the last minute.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
just do a 25 minute show. Let's just do a wrap up. Even though Arsenal's the last game, which is they're playing now. Poor. Sideways football. Sackers on the right. He's not taking the guy on the outside, not even once in the game. He just keeps on passing it inside. That's what I say. That's where the experience comes in. If that was Mo Salah on the touchline, you'd confuse the guy so much, and you poop on the outside, and he's gone, and you gotta foul him.
it's still early in the game, bro. It's still early in the game.
It's early in the game, but like I'm saying, it's the youth. I posted the video, the 1 minute clip that we spoke about, and I asked, can 7 under 23 players get you into the top 4?
Yeah. In the Premier League,
In the Premier League, in the top 4.
Really, it would surprise me, bro.
That's what we got now here. Ramsdale's 23, Tamiyashu's 21, 22, Steenie the same, Gabriel, Ben White 23, both of them. Martinelli starting tonight, 19 years old. Shaka 20 years old. Odegaard 23 years old. There is 8 players that are. It's only Partey and Lacazette that's 28, 30. There is 8 players. 8 players that is 23 and under.
Like I said before, it could just be the season where they perform out of their socks. These under 23, under 24 players. It could be a season with Leicester.
That's what I'm hoping for.
It can work only this season, but listen, I will tell you. Let's say at the business end of challenging for top 4, I think the experience would count against some of these players. Surely it has to. Somewhere.
It's crazy. So let's start off with your team. Let's start off with Liverpool. Origi, super sub. What's your thoughts on him? What's your thought of the game? Check it, but then again, this is the EPL. That is why I feel professional football fans, we can't win the betting. I think people lost their bets this weekend again, right? When you look at the game,
including me.
Check it, there is so many chances that could have gone in on someone's knee. There's so many chances that could have been 3-0.
I actually put the game down for Liverpool to win 4-1 or 3-1.
That I wouldn't say you're crazy. There's nothing wrong with that.
Because if you watch the game closely, we conceded a lot of chances yet again, even though we also wasted a lot of chances, but we conceded chances yet again.
But what I'm saying is, any other game, a couple of chances, 3-4 could have gone in. Did you get my point?
I do.
Do you understand? It could have. Check it. Let me say this. If the score was 3-1, you wouldn't have said that Liverpool got lucky. You wouldn't have said that.
Exactly.
Do you understand my point? You wouldn't have said that. So what's your thoughts on the game? And then let's go Liverpool, let's go Chelsea, let's go Man City. Let's start with Liverpool.
Okay, first of all, with Liverpool, I would say I was pretty satisfied with the game overall. I think we wasted clear-cut chances, whereas on another day we'd have put them away comfortably, easily. I mean, if you look at the chances Jota had, the chances Mane had, I think they should have done better. They could have been more clinical. Then again, I think in defense, we really need to tighten up, because to me, it looks like Liverpool is playing a high line on purpose. They're letting these guys in so that Van Dijk or the other central defender can cover somehow. Maybe it's what they discuss these things in the dressing room. Let's give them a chance, because if they open up, we can get them. I don't know if that's the way Liverpool want to play, but overall, I was satisfied with the performance. I'm never satisfied with these late goals. It freaks me out, bro, because I was literally on the edge of my seat. I was praying for something just to go in, where it was a deflection. Let me just get 3 points. No, honestly,
So that's how I feel every week watching Arsenal.
So yeah, I was pretty satisfied. To be honest with you, I felt Liverpool could have done better, especially with the score line. But the performance, I'll take it, because I'll just be realistic and say I know we can't beat everyone 4-1, 3-0, 5-0. So to do it in the way we did 1-0, it just gives you the thinking this could be what champions are made of, even though we were not even halfway yet. But I
Agreed.
mean,
I
these are
posted.
the points
I
that can be
agree.
counted at the
Yeah.
end of the season.
I posted on Football Fans TV, guys. Subscribe to the channel, please. Football Fanatics TV. Subscribe to the Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube. I posted on Twitter. Is this the game that you're gonna look back at the end of the season when you win the league? It's like, will this be one of those games like we got the 3 points, not the 1 point?
I, I'm gonna put my head on the block and tell you this won't be the last game that has been
That's what
won
I'm
in
saying.
this
But
manner.
this will be one of those games that
Surely,
keeps the
surely,
momentum. It keeps the
surely,
energy
surely,
high. It keeps the
surely.
energy. It keeps the momentum high. Um, what's your what? Let me ask you, what's your sense when it comes to the midfield? That your three in midfield, um, Thiago Alcantara and the Brazilian and Henderson. What is the chances coming because is it because of the midfield? Is it because you play the high line? Because I mean,
Wh- You
where
mean the chances created
no
for
no
us
no no against you. Where
against
do you
us?
feel the teams break through a bit? Is it over the top, a first time ball? Did they split your
Um,
midfield? They split your
you,
midfield quick. What's happening there?
I won't say they split the midfield, especially when you play against Liverpool. I don't think the midfield is always the problem, because if you look at the midfield of Liverpool, you have workhorses all around. Hendo, Fabinho, even Thiago. That guy can put in a shift. So it's never a matter of playing through the lines. Okay, if you City, if you play against Liverpool, then you have to focus on the midfield, because that is the way they play. But against most other teams, Liverpool would dominate the midfield. You understand? So this high line, a ball over the top, or the first time ball out of defense, as we've seen against West Ham, we were exposed because it was the first time ball. They weren't dilly-dallying in midfield trying to play through the line. So in midfield, I would say it's when they bypass our midfield, because I think the engine room of this Liverpool team is solely the midfield. Yes, we work from the front, we do tackle and we press and all that, but if you look at the meters gained and the meters the players have run throughout the game, the midfielders, they do most of the running. You get what I'm saying? So um, to beat this high line, it's over the top. It's the first time ball, especially if you have these quicker players like Liverpool. If you have the wingers, the forwards that is fast, the ball over the top is always on, because I don't know if you've noticed. Manchester City, they also play a high line, but then again, the goalkeeper, he moves out of his box. So you think you throw a ball just over the defense, or you drop it in behind the defense, or you play it through.
If it's not perfect, you'll get it. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not perfect, the keeper's gonna get it. You'll see that at Liverpool. You'll see that at City. So for me, the best way to play past this high line is just to drop it over the top, in behind the defense. Let your players run onto it, because if you're gonna go head to head or pound for pound against Liverpool, I think they're gonna come out top most
Yeah.
times.
So let's end of the Liverpool conversation with this. What would you prefer? The style of play where you average 3 goals a game, or would you say, okay, cool, Angelo, I'll take a 1-0, 2-0 victory if you tighten up the defense? If you have to choose which way, if it's your choice, which way would you go? Keep scoring average 3 goals a game, and not even leak in the back, not give teams that many chances in the back, or would you say, good, as a neutral, it's exciting watching the game for me, but I know it's not exciting for you because seeing people get chances against you is not good.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Listen, I'm all for the rather 2-0, rather 2-0 and keep the clean sheet, or 1-0 keep the clean sheet. But a 1-0 scoreline is it's dangerous, like they always say. But if there's control over the game and you watch the game, but you can see no, there's actually control, no chances,
Dominance,
and
yeah.
being conceded. I'm okay with that, but I think it depends on the opponents, bro. Let's say these guys they score first. Of course, I want to win 3-1 now, 5-1 now. But listen, like you said earlier, this is the Premier League, bro. The 3-2s, the 2-1s. These are the scrappy wins that you look back at the end of the day and say, wow, those were the ones that made us win the league or that put us into qualification for top four. So even if I could choose, I would choose the 2-0 clean sheet, 1-0 clean sheet, but controlled performance. You get what I'm saying?
Us, everyone's gonna get upset,
Instead of instead of this
everyone's gonna,
4-2
yeah,
heavy metal.
everyone's gonna be upset. So more like a Man City performance, where they had the ball, they
No,
frustrate people.
68% possession, 70 possession, 2-0. You had 3 shots on target from range. I'm okay with that. I'm okay, but the keeper doesn't need to pull off saves, these miracle saves every game.
It's not it's fun as a neutral for me, but for you,
Yeah,
it's not.
for the neutral, no, for the neutral, definitely. For
Okay,
the neutral watching Liverpool,
let's go
you pull
on.
your hair out.
Let's go back to the first game actually of the weekend, which was a Chelsea West Ham. Did you watch the game?
I didn't watch the game. I only got live feeds. The bet I threw on them was actually to draw 1-1 because I felt West Ham West Ham can play, man. They can play. They showed against Liverpool they can play. So I felt 1-1. I didn't expect Chelsea to concede 3, not in my wildest dreams, because they defensively sound, bro. They solid
I
and they have
agree.
the good organization, but I didn't expect them to concede 3. Did you watch the game?
I watched the game.
What?
Um,
So I would say the keeper is at fault for the Masuaku goal,
yeah,
definitely,
the
and
penalty also. No, the
obviously the
penalty.
back pass from
Yeah,
Jorginho.
he could have done
So
better.
yeah, I think Chelsea shot themselves in the foot with the goals they conceded.
But we knew it's gonna be rocky for everyone. This is the Premier League. We knew now it's gonna be on a landslide. It's gonna be rocky. So I think back to what we spoke about the Angolo Conte not in the team, man. You know, he does all the dirty work. He plays like
Yeah,
two players. He's so
eh,
energetic. He is
yes,
box
and
to
he wasn't
box.
there.
He wasn't
If I'm
there.
right, he wasn't there on Saturday.
He wasn't there on Saturday. They're missing that box to box player. Like I said, he's in attack. He's in defense. He sneaks the ball away. He does all the all. He does all
I
the
have a
dirty work.
question for you. Did Kovacic play on Saturday?
No, he didn't play.
That's the thing. I just want to come back to that. Do you think Chelsea actually missed Kovacic and Jorginho playing together with Conte?
Agreed. Agreed.
Because, like we speak about Conte not being there, missing the energy, the ball winning, I think they're actually missing a player like Kovacic as well.
Yeah.
Because when they were doing really, really well, I think the midfield was Kovacic and Jorginho holding and Conte just pushing up and just moving box to box. But I think they were just screening the back for the two of them. So for me, it feels like now that Kovacic is not there, Jorginho is alone there. Yes, Chelsea like to play the ball into midfield, but with the two of them missing, it doesn't feel quite the same.
It was a very compact game. I saw the scoreline was close. Um, yeah, it was tight. A lot of tackles, obviously. Ball going back and forth. Not crazy exciting, but it was entertaining. Um, but it was gonna have the ups and downs. We'll see now in December because now the games are gonna come thick and fast. You know, if you can't get that Liverpool victory 1-1 and keep the dressing room energy high,
Sure, sure.
and you get the game like Chelsea got, and then you sulking a bit. If you sulk and the next game comes and you concede first, oof, then it
The
becomes
last
tricky.
exactly the last time we spoke, I told you I hope that that Chelsea don't fall away.
Now they won't fall
Expect
away.
no. I'm expecting them to be there or thereabout. But would you say this is a challenge for Tuchel now? Listen, they've been riding high a crest wave now for a while in this new season, right? Um, with the Club World Cup coming up as well. So they might be getting some silverware, which is always a boost midway through a season, whatever. But would you say this is a real challenge for Tuchel now to lift these players? Remember, Chelsea haven't lost in a while. They haven't really conceded 3, 4 goals in a while. So, do you think this is a real challenge for Tuchel now to show the mettle that he has to
I
lift these
and
players?
he will do it. He will do it. He has a World Cup winner, Champions League winner in the back in defense. In
So,
right, he has a European winner. Right,
so you say he has the personnel
he
to
has
turn things
Lukaku.
around.
He has the personnel. He himself has the experience, has the never say die attitude. He himself has it. You know that he's an elite manager. He'll do his job.
Sure, sure.
I believe it'll be close to the end. What? Except Liverpool, what matches did you watch the weekend?
Okay, on Saturday I couldn't really watch. I was busy on Saturday, so I watched about the last 15 minutes really of Liverpool. I only got to see the highlights as the weekend passed. On Sunday, obviously I watched United, Man United, and then I watched the second half of what was that, Aston Villa and Leicester.
I was gonna speak about that. So you watch the second half of that. So let's go on the
Yeah.
man. Let's go on the United Arsenal. Um, I'm not saying they shouldn't boast or shouldn't be happy, but like I'm stating, they're playing against 8, 7 starting under 23 players that have 2 year experience, 1 year experience, 2 year experience in the Premier League. Most of them. A victory is a victory, cool, but it was a tight one.
Man, we talking about Man United,
Arsenal, yeah.
the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Oh, the midweek,
The
the
midweek
midweek.
one.
Okay. Like the new coach of United said when he spoke about the Arsenal game, for him the game was it was too open.
Yeah.
It was a good watch for the neutral, but for him as a Man United manager now, he said the game was too open, and I felt that too. You remember I said I think this is the best time for Arsenal to get the victory, man. And I felt during the game when I was just getting the live feeds, I felt no, Arsenal were actually in with a shout.
They
Okay,
were.
they conceded that late goals. But you know, it takes me back to Arsenal is still an inexperienced team.
Exactly.
No matter how good the football can look from the outside, or no matter how good they can play, they're still an inexperienced team. So you
So
know,
so that's what I'm saying. I don't know why they're boasting. It's an inexperienced team. Um, I said our league. If you ask, I'll say it every week. If you ask me at the beginning of the season, where would I want to end up? Their expectations was winning the league. That has never been my Arsenal fan expectation for the year. So yeah, I don't know why they're celebrating so much. Or maybe they only want to piss
yeah,
me off.
no. If I can be honest with you, I think for Man United it was a huge victory. Considering the circumstances and where they at the moment. So I think if it wasn't Arsenal, it could have been Crystal Palace or whoever. I think they would have celebrated that 3-2 because the fact that they need the points now
Okay.
and they need the uplift. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, yes, Arsenal, but it comes back. The inexperience in the Arsenal team. Listen,
It shows. It shows, bro. It
it's
shows.
gonna show. It's gonna show. You understand? So like I said, Arsenal, they still look good to me. I'm backing them to make a challenge for the top four. I'm backing them to make at least a strong challenge. But this is the inexperience. Now,
It's showing. Yeah.
When I look at Tottenham, they've got a coach now with the experience, the
Oh,
know-how.
yep,
He
yep,
has the
yep.
title knowledge. Listen, if you look at the Tottenham results, it's slowly turning. It's slowly turning. Yes, they
And I
dropped.
don't like it.
But you can see from the
Yeah.
outset, the coach, his ideas is coming through. So they're starting to win games now. They're starting to keep clean sheets. And this guy, this coach they have now, he's a monster on defending and all that stuff. So when they start keeping clean sheets, I'm getting worried. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, they might draw 0-0. They
You
fire
shouldn't.
a break in front.
I don't feel you should be worried though. I should be worried.
No, we still have to play them. We still have to play them, bro. I can't afford to get a 0-0 against them. But what I'm trying to say is, you can see with the last couple of results, they've been keeping clean sheets. Like we spoke about Arsenal, they're playing good football. Yes, they've been getting the results, but I just feel the lack of experience. It's gonna shoot them somewhere in the foot.
I hear you. No,
Somewhere.
it's happening now. They're playing Everton now. It's happening now. So check it. Let me ask you this. This has been the one of the top questions on the streets of Twitter, on the football streets of Twitter. Is Mo Salah at Steven Gerrard's status at Liverpool?
Yeah. You can always no. Listen. I come from a time of Stevie.
That's what I'm asking you. That's what I'm asking you the question.
No, I don't think Mo Salah comes close.
Just hold on.
At the moment. No.
Why? Wait. Must he win the league this year? What must he win? Must he win 2 more league titles?
No, he already won the league. Even if he finishes with 1 Premier League title, he'll have more than Steven Gerrard, right?
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, they both won the Champions League. Okay, Mo Salah has the goals and the accolades, but listen, Stevie had to play with nothing, bro. Sit players, David Ingok, those type of names. If you look at what Mo Salah has now.
He had Garcia, he had Suarez, he had Torres.
Yes. Yeah, if you look at, he had Torres on his best.
Yeah.
But Liverpool didn't have a team. They had Steven Gerrard and they had Fernando Torres. When they had Suarez, they had Gerrard. They didn't have a team. Listen, now we have one of the...
You had Kurt Dijkner?
Yeah, Dirk Kuyt and those type of players. We didn't have a Van Dijk, so-called one of the best defenders in the world.
Carragher wasn't Van Dijk.
Listen, Carragher was good, but he wasn't in the same mold, bro. He wasn't in the same mold. Now, today, Liverpool have one of the best, what is the central midfield holding players? That's Fabinho. You know, he's doing his thing.
You had Alonso next to Gerrard?
Quality players in their own right, but they didn't make a team. It was with that bunch of players you mentioned now.
I understand Gerrard comes from the academy. What I'm saying is, what must happen for Mo Salah to have that Steven Gerrard status at the club?
He needs to retire there now.
He needs to retire there and win 1 more trophy or 2 more trophies.
Yeah, obviously add some silverware. Maybe end up as the record goal scorer for the club, all-time record goal scorer. Maybe then you could be mentioned in the same breath as the Dalglish and these guys. They had many years. They had many years. If you look at Gerrard, 16, 17-year career. Mo Salah is there now. What? 3, 4, 5 years maybe.
2017.
So if you add 3, 4, maybe you can make close to 10 years. You're already a legend at the club. But to be mentioned in the same breath as Stevie.
How old is he now? 30 years old, eh?
Yeah, he's 30.
There, Everton equalizes Richarlison. Oh, fuck me. Come on, Arsenal.
Defensive mistake, blunder. What happened?
Yeah, I'll see now. Fuck me.
Don't look so down, bro, man. The game is not over yet.
Through midfield, it gets... He's offside. He's offside. He's offside. Or what?
VAR.
I was gonna check now. I think his thick toe was offside.
Yeah.
I think his thick toe was offside. I hope so.
Check here. This brings me
duck to one. Let's go.
It brings me to another question that I wanted to ask you last week already. What is your take on this season's VAR? And the rule has changed in such a way that the linesman shouldn't flag until the very last minute. What do you say about that change?
That's stupid. People are tackling, the keepers coming out, the collisions.
So you say where you just could have raised the flag, stop the play.
No collision. Now the keeper and the striker going for a 50-50 ball, someone is injured.
Okay, related to that question.
He's offside. He's offside. Second. So
you're still in the lead. You're still in the lead.
First off, the cross came in, and his middle finger was offside. Now his toe was offside.
Isn't it the armpit? Isn't it the armpit? Shit, that's VAR. Yeah, check it. This is the question for you. Where the fouls is concerned, no? I've seen there's a couple of fouls this season, this current season, whereas when they go back on VAR, you see they slow it down, all right? Now, if you watch everything in slow motion, it looks worse than it actually is. So sometimes they give a red card, no? On VAR, but whereas on other challenges, they won't give a red card. So where's the fairness in VAR actually? These guys that are sitting behind the monitors, these are referees themselves, right? So who makes the decision to say, no, that is a red card?
I think they checked, obviously, the intent is a stats up. They checked the intent. Where was he making eye contact? It's like when you elbow someone and you're not looking, they see if the elbow, if the hand went up or if the hand actually made the movement to the face, stuff like that.
So it is to do with where your eyes as a challenging player actually is.
That's what they also look at you. Where's your eyes? Like that.
Because I've noticed last season especially, in Spain's La Liga, when they go to VAR, the people in the VAR room, they always leave the decision with the referee. Then they tell him he needs to go to the pitch side monitor so that he can make the decision himself. Where in England, only this season I've started to see the referee actually using the pitch side monitor.
Yeah, that's it. You'll speak forever about that. Let's go to the City game.
They played against.
Was it Watford? No?
They beat Watford 3-1, if I'm correct.
Bernardo Silva on fire.
I didn't watch the game. I only read the headlines. Apparently, he scored a stunner in the brace.
Yeah, you know me and City, bro.
I heard Pep say, no, this guy's best to his best.
Like I said, you know me and City. I want to get into the mind of Pep Guardiola. You know this guy. Because Bernardo Silva, he's basically the Gundogan of last season, right? He gets into the box, and he's always had the ability to put it in the top corner. He's always had that ability. But he gets into the box, the late runs, he gets there, and he's finishing it. The way Gundogan
I could be mistaken, but Jack Grealish got a few minutes.
He started false nine.
No.
False nine.
So he started. I counted now.
He came
so
off,
he was
he came
three
off,
games.
He came off,
three games. In 3 games, he started on the bench.
90 minutes.
On the weekend,
he said
back.
90 minutes. He said not even.
On the weekend, he's back.
Foden started on the left. Foden played like a winger this week. On the left, like a winger. He whooped the balls in first time.
So, Antonio, would you say they were playing to the exact plan of the manager, or do you think these players they just feel different on the day?
No, that's the exact plan of the managers. Foden whooped the ball in like a winger. Foden was basically your player Robertson. He was basically Robertson the weekend. He got the ball, he was on the left, and poop, he curled it in. The first goal came like that. They missed a couple like that. He played like a winger the weekend. He was the conventional, old school Ryan Giggs winger.
Tell me, you say Jack Grealish were playing the false nine. No sign of Gabriel Jesus.
I saw on the bench, he came on. Sterling was on the right. Sterling scored the first goal. Grealish should have scored easily too. He's not firing, He gets opportunity, it goes wide or it gets deflected. Maybe he took too long to shoot. Then he gets a shot. I don't know if he's tense, nervous, over the post. Bernardo Silva would currently now be in the same position, and then we'll just get a top corner.
Yeah, no. So he's just hitting a purple patch at the moment.
Yeah, just.
Check here. This is the thing concerning City. I wanted to ask you.
And I think Fernandinho started the game before this, or did he start this game? He started the game before this. Yeah. So I mean, suddenly he's in, suddenly he's out. Like I said, the core
Now,
stays the
exactly,
same.
that is what I wanted to ask you now. We've been talking about all this flair players of City, these attacking players and what they do, the interchange, and when they do play and they don't play. What do you say about a player like Rodri?
He plays
Do
every
you
game.
think he's very, very important to their game?
He's the Busquets of the team now.
So he's basically replaced Fernandinho.
Yeah. Fernandinho signed a 1-year contract. He's only signed for 1 season. He renewed for 1 season. He was going to retire. Pep asked him, check here, give me another year.
No, it doesn't surprise me. You know, when Pep talks to you, you can change your mind. We've been seeing this now the whole season. He makes you angry, then he makes you laugh for 2 games, then he makes you angry. So he's good with whatever he does.
Yeah.
So you'd say a player like Rodri is actually very, very important to the way they set up.
Check here, he's 25 years old. This is his third season in the Premier League. You know, so what I like what Pep does is the way he molds them in. It's not like Partey must come to Arsenal and he must play well today. First game, we expect you to shine. Rodri didn't shine the first game. Fernandinho still played, you know. He also missed games and he played games and he missed games. Now, I think his third season in the Premier League. Now he's starting every single game. You get what I'm saying? Okay, with Diaz, it was different. They bought him and he came into the team and he started and he's still a starter. Right? But with Arsenal, the team is the first 11 is so flippin' weak. If we purchase a player, he must shine today. Must play well today.
I hear what you're saying. But there is just a difference now between the teams, because if you look at Man City, Angelo, Pep keeps 100 million men on the bench. Tell me if there's any team in the Premier League that can afford that.
No one can afford that.
You get what I'm saying? So that is just the way Pep manages, because I don't think, look, if you take Liverpool for instance, okay, Klopp is an elite manager. He'll keep a player like Naby Keita close to 50 million on the bench. You see Pep doing this, but you won't see that at Arsenal. You won't see that at a Tottenham or wherever. At Chelsea, you'd even see Kai Havertz, 70 million. You'll be benched because that is now
I understand if they bench, but like I said, what we spoke about is the guy's on fire and then you take him out. That's the part I don't understand.
No, there is. I think there is on a new level. There is only with Manchester City. I think. I don't think even Liverpool has that luxury.
It's like he wants to prove who's the boss here.
Yeah, but why do you want to prove that we know you're the boss? Now check here. I totally get what Pep is about, bro, man. The man wants total domination. I don't know. He's already dominating everything. I don't know. The one day, I got a video clip of him on TikTok. I don't know if it's just fake, whatever, but
I saw the Gundogan thing. I didn't check it out, but I saw the headline.
No, it was something that they showed in the dressing room. The man actually asked him to play faster.
Yes, I think. Yeah.
And they were leading 3-0 at the time. He's asking them to play faster. I'm asking myself, why do you want to play faster? It's already total control for me. I check the passes they make. They close to 1,000 passes, and that team had about 300, 400 passes, bro. You mean to say close to 1,000 passes?
And he wants more.
And you want more. What do you want more?
It's like I said, we spoke last week all about Pep. Let's leave Pep for this week a bit.
But
let's
I
go.
think we're gonna,
let's go
I
on
think
the
we're
fortunes.
going to be able to figure him out.
Yeah, we'll take forever. The fortunes of your captain. It used to be Captain Fantastic, man. Steven Gerrard. He beat his former coach, Villa, against Leicester. He's good. He won 3 out of 4 games. He's doing well.
He actually lifted them from relegation position, and I think he got 3 victories now in a row.
In 3 victories in 4 games. As we know, it's the Premier League.
And in the Premier League, if you can get 3 in a row, you're gonna shoot up the table for sure.
Yeah, the way it's going now, it's crazy.
So, but what I like about what he's bringing to Villa now, he's bringing some organization, and it feels like he's just telling these players, man, no, listen, don't be scared. Just go out there, express yourself, but try do it in an organized manner. Okay, the game against Leicester, was a bit open for me. I don't know if you watched it. That game was really open. But in the previous two victories he had, I think they were good money for the victory. They were actually playing very well. Now, I think his next match is against Liverpool at Anfield. And this coming weekend, I'm not sure, or the next weekend. So the thing is this, he could get a rude awakening against Liverpool, or listen, this is the Premier League. He can get his tactics spot on. You know, he's now a manager and trying to do his own thing. So yes, we love him. He's a legend there by us. The only thing I don't want him to do is don't celebrate when you score, please, bro. We don't want to
Not
boo
even a
him.
fist
I
pump. Not
can't
even a
stand for
fist
that.
pump.
If we're gonna,
Not
if the
even a
stadium is
fist.
gonna
Check here.
boo him,
Check here. You can't even a fist pump.
no, you can just, keep it on a level
Two
to the
claps. Is
side.
it one clap or two clap?
No, you can clap. Just
Softly.
don't do something funny. We don't want to boo this guy, Angelo. We don't want to boo this guy. I promise you that. But I've been saying to my other friends, Vala, just let me give you a hiding because I owe you or the 7-1 you gave me. Let me give you a hiding, Stevie G. You can move on after the Liverpool game. You can pick up again. You can still end good, bro. No, I wish you to end closer to the European sports, Stevie G. If you can manage to do that, but no, just drop the points against Liverpool. Move on, bro.
Enjoy your career, but not enjoy your career, but not against Liverpool.
If Gerard's team beats us, bro, I'm gonna tell you, there's people that's gonna change on that, bro. Yo, the footballing world is cruel, my brother. They're gonna change on that, man.
No, they're gonna admire him. They're gonna say he's preparing.
No. Remember, he's still being
he's
groomed to be the next Liverpool boss. So
yeah.
Yeah, for me, I just want him to just to do well with them, man. I don't want him to be the Liverpool coach next season or the season after that. But whenever his time comes, the CV needs to look good because we can't, let's say, do a Lampard or let's do a Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't want to fall in that trap. So when Stevie's time do come at Liverpool, it does come. Maybe okay, you've won with Rangers silverware, so you've won a championship. That's good. But now you're in the Premier League. If he can, let's say, in top half with Villa, not even sixth, let's say 9, 8, or 7th position, bro, I would feel no, he's done extremely well. Since because if he managed to stay away from the relegation battle this season, no.
No, I feel. Yeah, but I feel he should end way higher. He inherited a good team. He should fight. The way the league is now, he should fight for.
I was just missing that. He inherited a very, very good team. If you look at the team, yeah.
So he should be fighting for European football. Check it. We're gonna end it off there tonight. We'll probably do. Hopefully, I'm gonna download some app where you can have 4 callers on the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah. Then we'll do the this week's predictions.
Sure.
Yeah? Hopefully, maybe I get Rufus on, but I don't want to get maybe more than 3 guys on. Then we're gonna argue for 2 hours.
We must just have a time, bro.
Then we're gonna argue for 2 hours if I must have Rufus, Zayn, and you and me. Then it's not gonna end.
Yeah.
People are gonna argue. It's gonna go on forever. Thanks for your time. Liverpool victory this weekend. It's 18 minutes left. Hopefully Arsenal get a victory. Martinelli's off the pitch now. He's cramping. His first starter for starting game for the season. We spoke about it. Smith Rowe has a bit of a groin injury, so Martinelli started. You see, this is what I'm saying. We have one team, one squad. We're depending on a 19-year-old on a must-win game. Every game is a must-win game, but especially if we're not playing anyone in the top 5, 6, we should win all the other games. So
I understand what you're saying.
So already, the trouble starts. The Smith Rowe's already out. This is what I'm trying to say. This is the Premier League. The games are back to back. That's crazy.
Yeah, but if you guys can manage to hold on at least for tonight, you can build from that.
You can build from this. Man, thanks for your time. Hopefully, I don't know if the guys are going to be on the call at 11 o'clock. If I'm going to tell them 11 o'clock when you're basically done working, they'll be like, what? This is nuts.
Yeah, but I see they're always late on WhatsApp, so you never know. We can just get there maybe.
Okay, cheers, man.
Okay, sure, bro.
Check here. Let your friends and family must take their phones, must subscribe to the channel. Guys, subscribe to the channel, please. Football Fanatics TV. Like the video. Like the video. If you don't like us, still like the video.
Sure. I'll just pass the message, bro.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers, man.